Well, the simple part that most people don't understand is that you are not here to figure life out by force. You are here to feel your way back into love. And I know, we've been trained to believe that if we just try harder, fix faster, push more, then we'll finally deserve peace. But sweetheart, peace is not a prize you win. Peace is a choice you return to. It's an inner decision. It's a soft turning of the heart back toward yourself. So let me begin the way I always want to begin with you, gently. Hello, my dear. I'm so glad you're here. And I want you to hear this as if I'm sitting right across from you, holding your hands, looking into your eyes, not judging you, not analyzing you, not diagnosing you, just loving you. Because I want you to know something right away. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are in the process of becoming. And becoming is messy sometimes. Becoming is tender. Becoming means you might feel like you're falling apart when you're actually falling open. And I know that can be frightening, but you don't have to be afraid of your own transformation. You don't have to be afraid of your own healing. You don't have to be afraid of your own power. Yes, I said power, because you have it. You've always had it. You just forgot for a while, and that's okay. We all forget. We forget when we're tired. We forget when we've been disappointed. We forget when we've been taught to look outside of ourselves for permission. We forget when we've been told that love must be earned. But love is not earned, sweetheart. Love is your natural state. And healing begins the moment you stop treating yourself like a problem that needs to be solved. Healing begins when you recognize, oh, I have been doing the best I can, and I can learn a new way now. Do you feel that? That little softening inside? That's you coming home. That's you remembering. Because the power is not outside of you. It's not in the next person. It's not in the next job. It's not in the next relationship. It's not in the next amount of money. It's not in the perfect timing. The power is in the way you think. The power is in the way you speak. The power is in the way you choose, right here, right now, in this moment. And I'm not saying this to make you responsible for everything that ever happened to you. No. Some things happened that were painful. Some things happened that were unfair. Some things happened when you were too small to understand, too young to protect yourself, too innocent to know what to do. But here's the truth I want to place gently in your heart. You may not have caused what happened, but you can choose what happens next. And that, my love, is what it means to take charge of your life. Not control every detail like a nervous manager with a clipboard, no. Taking charge is not gripping life tighter. Taking charge is releasing the old agreement that says, I am powerless. It's replacing it with a new agreement that says, I am willing to learn. I am willing to heal. I am willing to love myself. That's where breakthrough begins. Not when the world finally claps for you. Not when someone finally apologizes. Not when everything is perfect. Breakthrough begins when you decide, I'm ready now. And maybe you've been waiting for some big sign, some thunderbolt from heaven, some dramatic moment where you suddenly become a brand new person overnight. But life is simpler than that. Life is more intimate than that. Sometimes your breakthrough is just you whispering in the dark, I can't live like this anymore, and I'm willing to change. Sometimes your breakthrough is you looking in the mirror and saying, I'm tired of abandoning myself. Sometimes your breakthrough is you putting your hand on your heart and saying, I'm here. I'm not leaving you. That's the beginning. That's the miracle seed. And yes, it is a seed. It may feel small at first. It may feel like nothing. But darling, seeds don't look like forests. Seeds look like almost nothing, yet everything is inside them. So let's plant something right now, together, in the soft soil of your awareness. Say this with me, gently, not like a performance, not like you're trying to be a good student, but like you're giving your nervous system a new home to live in. I take charge of my life. And again, a little slower. I take charge of my life. And one more time, as if you mean it, as if your inner child is listening. I take charge of my life. Now add this, because I want you to remember your worth isn't negotiable. I deserve the best. I deserve the best. I deserve the best. And now the door-opening sentence, the one that tells life you're ready to receive. I am ready now. I am ready now. I am ready now. That's beautiful. That's you. That's your spirit waking up. And if part of you wants to roll your eyes and say, oh, please, words don't change anything, I understand. I really do. I used to think that way too. I was not born walking around saying affirmations with a halo over my head. I'm just a simple lady with a simple message. Love yourself and get your act together. And yes, I say that with love, because sometimes we need a little tenderness, and sometimes we need a little truth. And the truth is, the way you talk to yourself is shaping the way you live. It's shaping the way your body holds tension. It's shaping the way your heart opens or closes. It's shaping what you believe you're allowed to have. So if you want a new life, you don't start by punishing yourself into change. You start by loving yourself into freedom. That is the real work. That is the real breakthrough. Now, let's talk about something that is so important, and I want you to hear it in a way that feels simple, not complicated. Your life is not just mind. Your healing is not just body. And your spirit is not floating somewhere far away like a pretty idea. You are a whole being. Mind, body, and spirit are not separate rooms in a house. They are one home. And if one part of the home is hurting, the whole home feels it. That's why I teach what I call the triangle of transformation. Mind, words, beliefs. Mind is the thoughts you think, the stories you repeat, the meanings you attach. Words are the way you speak out loud and inside. Beliefs are the deep agreements you've made about who you are and what life will do to you. And sweetheart, these three are always talking to each other, always. If your mind is full of fear, your body tightens, your shoulders rise, your stomach clenches, your breath becomes shallow, and then your words become sharp with yourself, sharp with life, sharp with people you love, and then your beliefs become heavier, darker, more hopeless. It's a cycle, and it can feel like you're trapped in it. But here's the good news. The cycle can be changed, not by fighting yourself, not by hating yourself, not by forcing yourself, but by gently interrupting the pattern, like turning down the volume on an old radio station that keeps playing the same sad song. You don't have to smash the radio. You just change the station. You change the station with awareness. You change the station with breath. You change the station with kinder words. And yes, I know, sometimes it feels ridiculous to speak kindly to yourself when you feel terrible. But darling, you don't wait to feel worthy before you speak kindly. You speak kindly so you can remember you're worthy. That's how it works. And your body is listening. Your body is always listening. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It doesn't analyze. It doesn't debate. It simply receives. It receives your tone. It receives your attitude. It receives your inner climate. And then it reflects it back as your experience. So when you say, I hate myself, your body hears, we are unsafe. When you say, I can't do anything right, your body hears, we must stay tense. When you say, life is hard, your body hears, prepare for battle. And no wonder you feel exhausted. No wonder you feel tight. No wonder you feel like you can't relax. You've been living in a constant inner emergency. And I want to say this so softly, so clearly. You don't need to live in emergency mode anymore. You are allowed to live in peace. You are allowed to live in ease. You are allowed to live in gentleness. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are choosing love. So let's make a new agreement right now. Repeat after me, and let the words sink into you like warm sunlight. My mind supports my body. Again, my mind supports my body. One more time. My mind supports my body. Now, my body reflects my beliefs. Again, my body reflects my beliefs. And again, my body reflects my beliefs. And now, the most important part, because this is where we soften the whole system. My beliefs are loving and kind. My beliefs are loving and kind. My beliefs are loving and kind. Do you feel the gentleness of that? It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's not forcing anything. It's like turning on a lamp in a dark room. Suddenly you can see. Suddenly you can breathe. Suddenly you realize you don't have to stumble around anymore. And if you're thinking, but Louise, my beliefs are not loving and kind, my beliefs are cruel, then sweetheart, that's okay. We don't shame ourselves for what we learned. We simply become willing to learn something new. Willingness is the doorway. The point of power is always in the present moment, not yesterday, not 10 years ago, not when you were 5 and didn't get what you needed. The point of power is now. And now you can choose a different thought. Now you can choose a different word. Now you can choose a different belief. It might not feel natural yet. It might feel like wearing new shoes, a little stiff, a little strange. But if you keep walking, they begin to fit, and your life begins to fit too. Now I want to talk to you about one tiny word that causes so much suffering, and most people don't even realize it. It's a sneaky word. It sounds responsible. It sounds mature. It sounds like you're being a good person, but it's actually coated in guilt. It's coated in judgment. It's coated in punishment. And that word is should. Oh yes. I should be better. I should be thinner. I should be over this by now. I should have figured it out. I should be grateful. I should be stronger. I should be more spiritual. I should. And sweetheart, do you know what should really means underneath? It means I'm not enough yet. It means I'm doing it wrong. It means I must punish myself into becoming acceptable. And I want to tell you something with a little humor and a lot of truth. If should worked, you'd be healed by now. If should worked, you'd be happy by now. If should worked, you'd be relaxed, radiant, and floating around like a saint on vacation. But it doesn't work, because should is not love. Should is fear pretending to be disciplined. Should is shame wearing a fancy outfit. It's like stress. You know, stress is fear dressed up in fancy clothes. It looks important. It sounds urgent. It acts like it's helping you, but it's actually draining your life force. And I want you to see this clearly. Every time you should yourself, you are scolding the child within you. You are pointing a finger at your own heart. You are telling your own soul, not good enough. And then you wonder why you don't feel motivated. Darling, the inner child doesn't respond to punishment. The inner child responds to safety. So what do? We replace should with something that brings you back into power. We replace should with choice. We replace should with permission. We replace should with love. Instead of I should exercise, you say, I choose to move my body because I love it. Instead of I should stop feeling this, you say, I allow myself to feel this, and I'm safe. Instead of I should have done better, you say, I did the best I could with what I knew. Can you feel the difference? One is a slap, one is a hug, one is a whip, one is a hand on your shoulder. One makes your body tighten, one makes your body soften. And your body will always tell you what's true. Your body will always respond to love. So let's do a little practice right now, because I don't want this to just be information. I want this to be transformation. Take a deep breath, inhale slowly, and exhale gently. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your belly be soft. That's right. You don't have to hold yourself together so tightly. Now, think of one sentence you often say with should, just one. Maybe it's, I should be further along, or I should have more money, or I should be happier, or I should stop being so sensitive. Whatever it is, just notice it. Don't judge it. We're not here to punish you for having a human mind. We're here to love you into freedom. Now replace that sentence. Replace should with I choose, or I now allow, or I am willing. For example, I choose to be gentle with myself as I grow. I now allow my life to unfold in perfect timing. I am willing to learn a new way. Oh, I love that one. I am willing, because it doesn't demand perfection. It just opens the door. And that's what healing needs, an open door. Not a slam door, not a locked door, not a door guarded by shame. So say this with me now. like a little healing chant, like a soft rhythm your heart can follow. I no longer should myself. Again, I no longer should myself. And again, with feeling, I no longer should myself. Now, I choose with love. I choose with love. I choose with love. And now, I speak with kindness. I speak with kindness. I speak with kindness. That's it. That's the shift. That's the moment you stop fighting yourself and start leading yourself. And I want to say something that might land deep. You don't need to change your whole life in one day. You just need to stop attacking yourself in one day. Start there. Stop the inner war. Because you cannot heal in a battlefield. You heal in safety. You heal in gentleness. You heal in acceptance. And acceptance doesn't mean you stay the same forever. Acceptance means you stop hating yourself while you grow. It means you stop rejecting yourself while you learn. It means you stop punishing yourself while you become. And if you go back and forth, and back again, welcome to being human. Healing is not a straight line. It's a spiral. You revisit things. You soften them. You learn again. You choose again. And each time you choose love, you become freer. Each time you choose kindness, you become lighter. Each time you choose a new word, you build a new life. Because words are not just words. Words are instructions to your subconscious. Words are seeds. Words are agreements. Words are prayers. So let's end this part with something that feels like a hand on your heart and a hand on your back, like I'm sending you out the door with a blessing. Take one more deep breath with me and exhale slowly. And say softly, as if you're speaking to the child within you, I am safe now. I am safe now. I am safe now. And then this, I take charge of my life with love. I take charge of my life with love. I take charge of my life with love. You are doing better than you think. You really are. And you don't have to do this perfectly. You just have to keep coming back to love, back to love, back to love, and back again. Well, I want to share something with you, something I've lived through, something I've felt in my own bones. There was a time in my life when I didn't believe I deserved good things. Oh, I may have said the right words. I may have smiled and nodded and played the part. But deep down, I thought love had to be earned. That joy had to be traded for suffering. That peace was only for those who had done everything right. Maybe you felt that too. That quiet voice inside, whispering, not yet, not you, not until you're better. But darling, I'm here to tell you, that voice is not the truth. That voice is a lie dressed in old fear, and fear has no authority over you anymore. Not today, not here. You deserve good things. You really do. Not because you've worked hard enough, not because you've never made a mistake, not because you finally became some perfect version of yourself. You deserve good things because you exist, because you're alive, because you are a radiant soul made of love and for love. You don't have to earn your worth. That was never the contract. You are already worthy. You always were. You just forgot. And that's okay. Most of us did. But now we remember. Now we come back to the truth. Let's say it together and say it slowly. I am deserving of love. I am deserving of abundance. I am deserving of joy. I am deserving of peace. And now, all together as one, I am deserving of love, abundance, joy, and peace simply because I exist. Put your hand on your heart for me right now. Feel that gentle rhythm. That's your reminder. That's life beating through you. And with each beat, it says, you matter, you're loved, you belong. Say it again 3 times, like a lullaby to your soul. I am deserving of love, abundance, joy, and peace simply because I exist. I am deserving of love, abundance, joy, and peace simply because I exist. I am deserving of love, abundance, joy, and peace simply because I exist. Now breathe. Let that truth move through you like warm sunlight. Let it soften the tight places. Let it dissolve the old voices. Because those voices, the ones that said you're too much, or not enough, or too late, they don't belong to you anymore. You can bless them. You can thank them for trying to protect you. And then you can let them go. Which brings us to something I love, teaching a little practice that has changed many lives, including my own. I call it the bless and release method. It's very simple. It's very gentle, and it's very, very powerful. It goes like this. Whatever you want to let go of, you bless it with love. You don't fight it. You don't shame it. You don't curse it. You bless it. Because when you bless something, you disarm it. You take your power back. You say, I no longer need to carry you with anger. I can carry you with grace, and then I can let you go. I remember a man who came to one of my workshops. He had been trying to quit smoking for years. He'd tried patches, pills, even hypnosis, but nothing worked. One day I said to him, what if, instead of fighting the cigarettes, you simply blessed them? He looked at me like I had lost my mind, but I smiled and said, try this. Every time you smoke, say, I bless you with love, and I release you. So he did. And within weeks, something shifted. Not overnight, not with force, but gently, gradually, the addiction lost its grip. Why? Because he stopped making it a battle. He stopped shaming himself. He started healing. You can do this too. With a habit, with a person, with a fear, with a pattern that keeps pulling you backward. You can say, I bless you with love, and I release you. Not because it didn't hurt, not because it wasn't real, but because you are ready to be free. So let's try it together now. Think of one thing you're ready to let go of. Maybe it's an old belief. Maybe it's a fear. Maybe it's a memory. You don't have to name it out loud. Just hold it gently in your heart. And now say with me, I bless this. I release this. I am free. And again, I bless this. I release this. I am free. And one more time, slow and tender. I bless this. I release this. I am free. It does. Let your shoulders drop. Let the weight lift. Let the chains fall. You don't have to carry it anymore. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are a precious soul learning to live in love. Now, I want to share with you one of my favorite metaphors. I call it the cosmic kitchen. Imagine, just for a moment, that the universe is a giant kitchen and you're the customer. You place your order by speaking affirmations. I am ready for love. I choose abundance. I deserve peace. These are your orders, and once you place them, the kitchen goes to work. The chefs get busy behind the scenes. The ingredients begin to gather. The oven begins to warm. But here's what most people do. 5 minutes later, they panic. Is it working? Where is it? Maybe I ordered the wrong thing. So they go back to the counter and cancel the order. Or they place a different order. Or they shout at the chef. Or they peek into the oven 20 times and say, "Why isn't it done yet?" Sweetheart, that's not how the universe works. You don't get what you panic over. You get what you align with. And alignment means trust. Alignment means letting the kitchen do its job. Your job is to place the order. Your job is to keep your energy clean. Your job is to stay open to receiving. The how is not your job. I'll say it again. The how is not your job. You don't have to figure out the delivery truck. You don't have to watch the ingredients. You don't have to micromanage the chef. Your job is to know what you want and to stay in a vibration of peace as you wait. So let's place the order now. Say this with me. I have placed my order. I now relax and trust the process of life. And again, I have placed my order. I now relax and trust the process of life. And one more time, I have placed my order. I now relax and trust the process of life. Isn't that better than worrying? Isn't that softer than forcing? Because healing doesn't come through panic. Breakthrough doesn't come through control. It comes through trust. It comes through softness. It comes through alignment. And I want to close this time together with 3 little affirmations, so simple yet so powerful that can change your life if you speak them every day. They are the foundation of everything I've ever taught. Say them before bed. Say them when you wake. Say them when you forget. Say them when you remember. Say them when you need comfort. Say them when you want hope. The first is, life loves me. Because when you believe life is for you, not against you, everything changes. You stop bracing. You start allowing. You begin to receive miracles you didn't think were possible. Life loves you not as a reward, but as a truth. Let that love in. The second is, I am safe to change. Because so many people fear change. They cling to the familiar even when it hurts. But change is not danger. Change is a doorway. Change is an upgrade, and you are safe to grow. You are safe to shift. You are safe to become. And the third is, only good lies before me. Not because life is always easy, not because you'll never face another challenge, but because the deeper truth is this: everything is happening for your evolution. Everything is guiding you back to love. Everything is being rearranged for your highest good. So let's say them together now, like a prayer, like a declaration. like a sacred remembering. Life loves me. I am safe to change. Only good lies before me. And again, life loves me. I am safe to change. Only good lies before me. And one last time, with a smile in your heart, life loves me. I am safe to change. Only good lies before me. Take a deep breath with me. Let it settle in. Let it wrap around you like a soft blanket. Let it remind every cell in your body, you are safe now. You are loved now. You are free now. We've talked about so many beautiful things today, how to take charge of your life, how to bless and release what no longer serves you, how to trust the kitchen of the universe. But before I let you go, I want to remind you of something deeply important. Your life isn't transformed just by what you say in front of the mirror for 5 minutes. It's shaped by the 23 hours that follow. That's where the real practice is. That's where your affirmations come to life in the small, ordinary, in-between moments. It's not just what you say in the morning. It's how you treat yourself in traffic. It's what you whisper to yourself when someone disappoints you. It's the breath you choose to take when you're tempted to criticize. It's how you hold yourself when you look in the mirror after a long, messy day. These are the sacred spaces of transformation. This is where healing becomes real. Meditation, journaling, breathing, these are recalibration points. But even more important is your tone. Not just your words, but your tone. The way you speak to yourself when no one is listening. The way you touch your own shoulder. The way you exhale after you make a mistake. These are the moments that decide who you're becoming. So let's make this practical. Start with breath check-ins. Several times a day, stop and ask, am I breathing? Most of us hold our breath when we're anxious, as if trying to disappear from the moment. But the breath brings you back. One inhale can bring you home. And mirror work? It doesn't need to be dramatic. Just look into your eyes and say, hi, I love you. I'm proud of you. Let's try again. You don't need a script. You just need presence. You just need to show up for yourself like a friend would. And when you catch yourself being harsh, don't scold the harshness. Gently correct it. Gently choose again. Oops, that was fear talking. Let's try love. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. And if part of you is saying, but isn't it too late for me? Let me tell you a story. A woman once came up to me after a workshop. She was in her late 60s. She told me she'd spent her whole life in a relationship where she had forgotten who she was. She said, Louise, I think it's too late for me to change. I looked at her and smiled, and I said, who told you that lie? She began to cry, because somewhere, someone had convinced her that the clock had run out, that growth had an expiration date, that joy had an age limit. But she didn't need anyone to undo her past. She just needed permission to begin again, and she gave it to herself. She started with simple affirmations, one day at a time, one breath at a time, and within a year, she had left that relationship, moved into a home of her own, started painting again, and said, I feel like I'm finally alive. So if you're listening to me now, wondering if it's too late, I want you to hear this with every cell in your body. You are not too late. You are right on time. You are not behind. You are awakening. You are not failing. You are remembering. And you don't need to wait for the calendar to change or someone else to approve. You can begin again today, right now, in this breath, in this choice, in this soft, sacred moment. Say it with me. Every moment is a new beginning. I choose again, now. Again, slower. Every moment is a new beginning. I choose again, now. And once more, every moment is a new beginning. I choose again, now. Now let's close our time together the way we began, with love, with breath, with a quiet, powerful return to yourself. I want to guide you through a short ritual. You don't need to do anything fancy. Just sit, just be, just breathe. This moment is yours. Take a breath in, soft and full, and say in your mind, I take charge. Now exhale slowly through your mouth and say, I release fear. Once more, deep breath in, I take charge. Long breath out, I release fear. Now place your hand gently over your heart. Feel the warmth, feel the life, feel the truth, and say softly, I deserve miracles. Again, I deserve miracles. One last time, I deserve miracles. You've done such beautiful work today, and the best part, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Go out and live your day with this love wrapped around you. And before you go, I want to invite you to ground this moment. Which affirmation will you carry with you today? Type, I take charge if you're ready for your breakthrough. I'll be right here cheering you on, always. And so it is.